Hey guys, what's going on? Sal here. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. In today's video, we're going to talk about some books to invest in. That's right, some books that, well, they keep on climbing up, and they're just doing really well. So stick around. Alright guys, welcome back. Thank you so much. If you guys haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I really would appreciate it if you did subscribe, hit that bell, that way you get notified every single time I bring out new content. I know you guys are admiring my hoodie. That's right, that's my logo right there. If you guys want one, let me know. Alright guys, let's get right to it. This first book, it's been hot. I was able to get my hands on it right in the beginning before that's prices got ridiculous, and that's going to be Venom number 3. That's right, first of all, the cover is phenomenal. I really enjoy the cover. Once again, like I said, I was able to get my hands on a 9.8 CGC double signature Dunny Cates and Stegman, so I'm very happy to have it in my personal collection. As far as this book goes, well, you know, like I said, I've seen it on eBay for some ridiculous prices. On Instagram, people are doing raffles. People are selling it for, you know, I've seen it go anywhere between $600 upwards of $1,500, depending on the grade, depending on if it's signed or not, and depending on how many signatures is on it. Really good book, really cool cover. Definitely a book that, in my personal opinion, you should invest in. Alright guys, next book on the list is gonna be none other than, well, if you're a Deadpool fan, you already know what book I'm gonna say, and that's gonna be New Mutants 98. And why is that so important? Well, first Deadpool. That's right, first Deadpool. Who doesn't like that special character? I'm gonna call him a special character. He's just a funny and just all around badass. Having that said, once again, this is a book that I've seen for a while. I personally don't have this book myself. I do want to get my hands on it. You know, the prices do vary depending on grade, and they don't seem to be going down. The prices seem to be continuing to climb up, and that's because the character itself just is doing so well. And I don't see it dropping anytime soon. So definitely a book that, in my opinion, would be another good book to invest in. It's not just my opinion, a lot of my buddies have said so as well. Having that said, let's get into the next book, which is going to be none other than one of the most recent books I was able to get my hands on it, which is going to be Legends of the Dark Knights number 1. Why is this book so important? Well, it's the first Robin King. As far as the cover goes, the cover is it's really good. I really like the way the cover looks. There's a lot going on in it. You know, it's a book that's just continuing to climb up. Right from the get-go, the prices were just ridiculous. Really hard book to get. I feel like a lot of people were trying to get their hands on it and they weren't able to. I was unable to get it from my local comic book shop. I was able to get it from somebody on Instagram, so I was very happy about that. Another book that I was very happy to add to my collection. And like I said, it's definitely a book to invest in, to keep your eye on it, because I feel like there's a lot more to come from this series. So having that said, next one up is a book that I was able to get in my local comic book shop. When I first saw it, I said, you know what, I like the cover, let's get it. Now that I know what's been going on with it, I wish I got more. And that's going to be Thor number 5, which is the first Black Winter. This book, I feel like the day after I got it on that Wednesday, it was just a book that people were looking for. The prices were already starting to grow, and it's become an important book and a book to keep your eye on. The cover itself, it's nice. I wouldn't say it's my favorite cover. I'm more of a fan of the older art. The newer books, some of them are alright, other ones are really good, and then I hate to say it, but most of them, they're alright. But this specific cover didn't really grab my attention, but I was happy to get it. Now, all these books, guys, if you're able to get multiples of, I would. Because I don't see the market going down with these specific books yet. So if you're able to get a few copies, keep one, sell some, make a profit, then why not, right? Alright guys, let's keep it going. So the next book up, I know that a lot of you guys have gotten this book, and that's gonna be none other than, well, Ultimate Fallout number 4. That's right. It's a book that I've seen on eBay going for some crazy prices. It's a book that I've seen on Instagram where people are trying to get it. People are doing raffles. People are doing just selling it straight out for some ridiculous money. And why is that? Well, it's the first Miles Morales. You know, I'm a big Spider-Man fan, so obviously it's a book that I had to get. I do have a nice, I would say a 9.8-ish copy, because like I said, I'm not a grader, so I could be wrong, but I'm very happy to have it. The cover itself, I do like. There's a lot going on. In my opinion, I like the way that the cover is done with the coloring and the way that it almost gives you that mystery behind it. That book on the low end has been around 200, the mid-range has been 800, and the book has been on the high of 2.1 thousand and upwards. I've seen it for some ridiculous money. So if you're able to get your hands on this book, I really highly suggest you do, especially with everything going on right now as far as the new PlayStation and the game coming out, and the movie obviously. So keep your eyes on that book, get a few copies if you can, and let's see what happens. Alright guys, next one up is gonna be, well, you guys know me. I'm a big fan of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I got my arcade 1-up, which I completely love. I do collect a lot of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles stuff, and this book, well, if you're a fan, it's a must-have, and that's going to be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 1. Why is this so important? Well, it's number 1, and if you're a fan, you're going to want to have it. You know, you get the first appearance and origin of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Obviously, you got Donatello, you got Leonardo, you got Raphael, you got Michelangelo, you know, and you get the first appearance of their mentor Splinter and of their arch nemesis Shredder. So, you know, the first print, second print, third print, these books are just hot no matter what print. They're just going right now for some crazy money. I've seen a lot of people on Instagram trying to get their hands on it, and if you go on eBay, well, the price is just ridiculous. But you know what? People are still paying for it, because I feel like this book is just gonna continue to grow, and it's just a good book to invest in. On the low end, you're talking about 600 if you can get a lucky, I'd say. Mid-range, you're talking about 2K, and the high range, you're talking about 6K and up, which is ridiculous. But you know what? Like I said, people are still buying it. Alright guys, let's keep the list going. I don't want to bore you guys. Next book up is going to be a book that I've seen a lot on Instagram lately. I personally don't own it. I would like to own it because I really do like the cover. And that's going to be Batman Beyond Limited number 1 newsstand. Obviously, newsstand's going to be a lot better when it comes to owning, resell, or value altogether. You got the first comic book appearance of Terry McGinnis. Like I said, it's a book that I feel like a lot of people have been looking for. The prices are just doing really well for it. As far as what I'm reading right now, you got the low end of $18, which I really haven't seen. You got the mid-range of $55. You got the high range of $165. But I've seen them way higher than that. It's a book that I think if you can get your hands on, might as well. I don't see this dropping at all. So get your copies, you know, invest in, and I think you guys will be happy with what happens. Alright guys, next one up is gonna be the Invisible Iron Man number 9 variant. I will be honest with you, I am not very familiar with this book. This is a book that I've heard a lot of people talk about. A lot of my buddies have said, you know what, this is a hot book. Get your hands on a few copies. I haven't yet. I need to, because I gotta, listen to myself and invest in this book as well. And they're gonna be the first full appearance of Riri Williams. Hopefully I said that correct. Once again, the cover is interesting. I like the colors in it. I haven't read it. I'm not familiar. But I am looking forward again to see what it's all about. On the low end, you're talking about $20. Mid-range, you're talking about $70, and in the high range, you're talking about $250. I did look this book up, and yes, they are going around those prices. I even saw some going even higher, and they've sold for even higher. Obviously, all dependent on grade, whether it's graded or not, and so on and so forth. Let's keep it up, guys. Next book is gonna be the last book on my list, at least. There's a lot of people putting out videos on their own opinion of books you should invest in, and a lot of books that they mention I do agree with. But this last book, well, is one of my personal favorites. I was able to get my hands on it not too long ago, and I have to thank Nerdy Girl Comics for that. If you haven't checked out her YouTube account and page, go over there, check out her channel, subscribe, and that's gonna be none other than, you guys can see it behind me too with the statue, and that's going to be Incredible Hulk 181. That's right, 181. It's a book that I feel like has been hot. You know, the prices for this book are just ridiculous. You got the first full appearance of Wolverine, so you can't go wrong with that. You know, the cover itself, in my personal opinion, it's amazing. I love the older artwork. I love the way they're just displaying the emotion between the characters. It's just an iconic cover for such iconic characters. You know, how can you not like the Hulk? How can you not like the Wolverine? A movie between those two would be amazing. So as far as this one go, guys, on the low end, like I said, I haven't seen it this low, to be honest with you, and it's going to be $425. The mid-range is going to be 1.7K, and the high range, you're talking about 5K and up. Now when I say up because I've definitely seen it higher than 5K depending on grade. Definitely a good book to invest in. If you're lucky enough to have one copy, that is phenomenal. If you're one of those people that have multiple copies, and all I can say is wow, that's phenomenal. Having that said, guys, that is my list. Go ahead and get your hands on some of these copies if you haven't yet. Once again, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, hit that bell, the way you get notified every single time I bring on new content. And well, happy Sunday. Take care, guys.